Hi, my name is Akra and today I'll be making rendang. This is a recipe I learned from my grandma. I hope you enjoy the video. Here's the list of ingredients that you will need on the screen right now. Quite a lot of stuff actually. Yep. So you start by cutting up the meat, and I'm not very good, as you can see. This is my first time cooking rendang. Then get your spices and start mixing it with the meat. Here I'm using an ulekan, which is a traditional Indonesian tool to crush the spices that aren't in powder form already, and it really is just basically a mortar and pestle. So I chose to make rendang because it's one of Indonesia's signature food, and it's very old. Coming from the region of Minangkabau, its history traces back to the 8th century. Here you can see I gave up with the ulekan and I chose to use a blender instead. You can choose to make rendang with any type of meat, like chicken for example, but I use beef because traditionally the people of Minangkabau used it due to its abundance there. Now you're gonna wanna mix in the spices thoroughly to the beef, make sure it sticks. And because of its use of very similar spices, rendang is believed to be an adaptation of Indian curry. It's pretty cool how the old Minangkabau people took an existing recipe and made it their own. Now let the beef sit in the fridge, the longer the better. And now you should start making your blend. It's pretty simple, all you need is some chili, garlic, shallots, and a bit of ginger. You should also make sure to crush the ingredients to activate them, because traditionally that is also how it's done.
Oh my eyes. Oh my god.
Then you put all that in a blender to make a rough paste. And traditionally you should use an ulekan, the tool I used before, but that's gonna take a long time, so I just use a blender. You're gonna get the same results anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah.
At this point, your kitchen's gonna smell amazing. Now cut up some big chunks of lemongrass, crush them, and then put it in the mix. Rendang is traditionally served with chunks of lemongrass, so don't forget them if you wanna be authentic. Now you should get your beef. This should be sitting in the fridge for around 30 minutes by now, but again, the longer the better. Now to be authentic, you should not brown the beef and make sure it doesn't actually touch the pan. Don't forget the leftover spices because they are very important to the final product. Now you should give this a good mix to make sure that the earlier blend coats like most of the beef. Fun fact, Gordon Ramsay actually loves rendang. He tried to make it on his show like a year ago, so if you have the chance, you should totally try it. Now you should get your coconut milk, or santan as it's called here, and pour it on the beef.
No!
I'll take care of that later. Don't be stingy on the santan because to cook rendang traditionally, you need to fully submerge the beef in santan. Now this is not very authentic, but you should give the mix some salt and brown sugar to enhance the flavors to your liking. Now you should let this mixture cook for around 4 hours at least, and this slow method of cooking is actually where the name rendang came from. It originated from the word merandang, which translates to slowly.
Oh, this is like an hour in, 2 hours more.
Now this almost looks like how rendang should look like, but you can eat this already as a different type of traditional food called kalio. Now after 4 hours, what you want to do is leave the rendang, because the best rendang is yesterday's rendang. This is actually historically accurate because rendang was originally made as a method of meat preservation. It just happened to taste good. Now this is the next day already, and you should start heating up the rendang to start serving it. Now this is how it should look like. It should look pretty dry. Now prepare some rice because traditionally rendang is served with rice.
Okay.
Now plate it up, and I know it doesn't look amazing, it doesn't look tasty, but according to a survey conducted by Cable News Network in 2011 and 2017, rendang was actually voted as the most delicious food in the world, so you should definitely try it out. Traditionally, rendang is a celebratory food that you eat with a large group of people or with your family, and you eat it with your hands. My parents approved of my rendang, so I guess my attempt was successful. So that was my rendang video. Hope you liked it. Thank you.